The Clark County Sheriff's Office is investigating what they're calling a sexual attack after they say a woman out jogging was targeted.
We are learning more about the woman who was killed in a Lexington house fire last night. Her daughters say she was a mother of 2 and grandmother of 3.
Senator Rand Paul makes it official he will be part of the presidential caucus in Kentucky and on the ballot for re-election to the Senate.
This is WKYT News at 5.
Good afternoon. Deputies tell us they're following up on some leads today after a terrifying incident over the weekend in Clark County.
A runner says a stranger attacked her during her daily run. It happened on the Veterans Memorial Parkway. The victim was able to get away, but now the sheriff is warning others to be on alert. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is in Clark County with our top story at 5.
Investigators say the victim was out here jogging along the Veterans Memorial Parkway when she was attacked.
Yeah, very surprising. We've never had any incidents out there before.
Sheriff Burl Perdue says around 7:30 Saturday morning, the victim's routine run took a scary turn when a man attempted to sexually assault her.
African-American male, probably mid-20s, short dreadlocks, had on a long sleeve shirt and a pair of sweatpants with a strap down the sides of them.
Investigators say the woman in her mid-30s was then able to fight off her attacker, causing him to leave the area.
He was walking. We do know that. We don't know if he had a vehicle close by or not. That's some things that we're looking into.
Those living in neighborhoods along the bypass say the roadway is often used by walkers and runners. One man who did not want to be shown on camera says he has lived in the area for 10 years and has never heard of something like this happening.
Very shocking. It's close to home, and this is usually a very quiet neighborhood. Hardly anything happens.
Anyone with information about this incident is asked to contact the Clark County Sheriff's Office. In Clark County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Sheriff Perdue encourages folks who are out walking or running to do so in a group or with a partner. He also discourages the use of headphones.
This afternoon, the Fayette County coroner identified a woman killed in a weekend house fire. The coroner says 63-year-old Patricia Washington died from burns and smoke inhalation. Our Mark Barber talked to fire investigators who say the home may not have had working smoke detectors.
Her daughters are calling this a terrible tragedy. Patricia Washington, their 63-year-old mother, died in this duplex just a few days after one of them visited for the holidays and brought her a Thanksgiving meal. Firefighters searched the duplex on Clays Mill Road and Harrodsburg Road around 8 last night after knocking down the smoke and flames. That's when they found a body. The woman's heartbroken daughters say it is their mother, Patricia Washington. We're told the 63-year-old had 3 grandchildren. Her roommate escaped the flames, but he was treated for smoke inhalation. The Red Cross is now helping him find a place to stay. While there is still a lot that firefighters do not know about the fire, like where or how it started, they say it appears as if there were not working smoke detectors in the duplex. As weather is turning colder and more people are using fireplaces, furnaces, and space heaters, firefighters are stressing the importance of checking smoke detectors.
We do encourage every resident to have working smoke detectors outside of all their sleeping areas. We encourage everybody to change their detectors twice a year. When you change your clocks, that's just an easy way to remember it.
Washington was renting this duplex. Firefighters say that the wording of her lease would have determined who is responsible to install and maintain smoke detectors. We're told that code enforcement has jurisdiction, so they will be the ones to decide whether anyone will be cited. In Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
We are told that Washington relied on an oxygen tank and paramedics had been to help her before.
A final farewell today for a first responder killed in a car crash over the holiday weekend. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Powell County. Tim Addison was the Assistant Director of Emergency Management in Powell County. He died Friday when he crashed into a semi on Campton Road near the Wolfe County line. The 24-year-old had also served as a 911 dispatcher and a volunteer firefighter. The Powell County Courthouse was closed today so employees could attend his funeral. In Clark County, a lawsuit has been filed nearly a year after a teenager was shot and killed in her apartment. 19-year-old Amber Caudill died just days before Christmas last year. Police say she was hit by a stray bullet fired from an upstairs apartment. A report in the Winchester Sun says Caudill's estate has now filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the apartment complex, claiming the owner didn't take enough safety precautions. The paper says the owner has not filed a response to the lawsuit. 4 people face criminal charges in Caudill's death. And in Perry County, police need your help identifying a thief caught right in the act. Hazard Police released this video today. Investigators say the man in the ski mask broke into a business. It appears while he was trying to pry into a case, he was having trouble seeing, so he took off the mask right in front of the camera. Police now hope someone will recognize the suspect.
Senator Rand Paul announced his plans to run for both president and for re-election to the Senate today. The Republican told reporters in Louisville that his voice is a unique one and that he intends to remain a part of both elections. WKYT's Kristen Kennedy is at the live desk now to talk about how the senator's situation is a new one for the state. Kristen?
Sam, Kentucky law prohibits candidates from appearing twice on a ballot. To allow Senator Paul to run for president and for re-election to the Senate, the state's Republican Party will hold its first presidential caucus. That caucus will take place in March, and Senator Paul will run for Senate during the primary in May. Paul made the official announcement in Louisville this morning, saying no matter what happens with his presidential campaign, people view his voice in the Senate as a unique one, and that many want him to represent the Republican Party on a national level.
We want to be also the party of opportunity, and it is my goal in running for the presidency and in running for re-election to talk a lot about how our ideas for how we overcome poverty are different from the other parties.
Paul isn't the first candidate to run for 2 offices at the same time. He said his situation is very similar to the Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, who during the last election ran for vice president and for Congress. At the live desk, Kristen Kennedy, WKYT.
And Paul is the only major GOP candidate running for president and his current Senate seat. Florida Senator Marco Rubio, a presidential candidate, is not seeking re-election for his Senate seat. It appears that December will begin on a very damp note.
Looks that way. Rain is expected to increase as we go into the night and tomorrow. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking the wet weather from the First Alert Weather Center. Hi, Chris.
Hi, guys. Indeed, we're wrapping up the month of November on a foggy and a wet note, and those heavy rains getting ready to push back into town. As if things aren't bad enough out there right now, it's even foggier than when we started a little over an hour ago here at the station on Winchester Road. We're looking for Hamburg Pavilion in the distance, just a few hundred feet away. Can't find Hamburg right now. Rain going to increase. Notice how quickly we start to see showers ramping up into parts of western Kentucky, down into central Tennessee. All of that lifting to the northeast with an area of low pressure. That future radar showing how quickly the rains increase from southwest to northeast as we go through the evening and overnight. Take a little break, and then here we go again as we go into the early part of tomorrow. When I come back in less than 10 minutes, we will track the additional round or 2 of heavy rain.
Chris, thank you. The Cats returning to Rupp Arena tonight to take on Illinois State, but they may be without one of their top players.
So who will step up if Tyler Eulis can't go? WKYT's Rob Bromley's live at Rupp Arena with our Big Blue coverage. Hi, Rob.
Hello from the floor of Rupp Arena, where some of the Wildcats are already out warming up. Seems like Marcus Lee is always one of the first ones out on the court. As you said, Sam, the Cats take on Illinois State tonight. Kentucky could be without Tyler Eulis. Went down with that elbow injury in the game down in Miami Friday. Now, if Eulis doesn't play, it should mean more minutes for Dominique Hawkins. But there is a lot of competition for playing time within this team, and players have a chance to step up.
Charles Matthews has taken advantage of his minutes, and he's just basically separated himself from everybody else. I like what I'm seeing from Isaac. If Scal doesn't play tough enough, he's out, and I'll put Isaac in. You know, I like the competition between Marcus Lee and Alex. In my opinion right now, Alex has moved up, and that's why each game is important. You're in a dogfight within, as you build your team, even within, to get your stuff right.
So it is Illinois State tonight, 7 o'clock tip-off. The game will be televised by ESPN2. Coming up in the next half hour, the latest rankings are out. Of course, Kentucky's still #1. We'll take a look at the poll, and Cal talks about the pressure on these players as they first come into the program. For now, that's it from here on the floor of Rupp Arena. Sam Amber, back to you.
Thank you, Rob. We look forward to it. And after tonight's game, the Cats head west to play UCLA on Thursday night.
WKYT needs your help in making the holidays a little brighter for some Kentucky children. Starting at 6 tomorrow morning, you can drop off new toys, new clothes, food, and other items right here at the WKYT studios on Winchester Road. It's for the Mission of Hope Christmas collection. Those goods will go to children in some of the neediest parts of Kentucky. If you can't make it out, you can also donate money online.